Hey everyone, this podcast is part of Story Mode, the podcast network of Gamefully Unemployed. You can support us and gain access to other great exclusive podcasts at patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. That's patreon.com/GAMEFULLY unemployed, which is spelled like it sounds.
Hypecast mit Tom Reimann und David Bell.
Well, hey everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to another episode of Hypecast.
Hypecast.
Show where we get hyped about stuff
And things.
and things.
Things.
I'm your co-host, Tom Ryman.
I am your other co-host, David Bell. And for Halloween, we brought a ghost as our guest.
Yeah,
Just an actual
Guest ghost. It's
Just an empty chair.
so just picture the word guest, but with an H in it. That would suggest it's a ghost.
Yeah.
No, we're flying solo on this one.
Yeah. We got a hectic week.
Yeah, it's kind of a bullshit week.
Yeah, a
If
little
you've
bit.
been following,
Yeah, well, we've been watching a lot of Jeopardy.
watching a lot of Jeopardy this week. 'Cause,
Shit. That should be our top headline right now.
yeah, really, friend of the pod, Alex Schmidt,
It's killing it on Jeopardy.
cannot be stopped
Yeah.
on Jeopardy.
Yeah.
So we've been streaming every night.
Right. By the time you listen to this, you'll know more than us about
You
the
will.
outcome.
You'll have known.
Except for me, because I was at the taping, but I
Right.
can't tell you.
Right. We're forbidden.
We are
From
forbidden.
speaking on it,
Yep.
sir.
Fuck you
so
for asking.
Yeah. You really, just fuck me right up for even mentioning
Oh,
it.
not you. I was saying it to the audience.
Oh, to them. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a standing fuck you.
How
to the audience.
dare you?
It's a standard fuck you and how dare you.
Yes.
That's just implicit with each episode.
Right. That should be our intro.
Mm-hmm. We should change the show to how dare you.
Yeah. Oh,
How
excellent.
dare you make us do this?
We're so tired.
No. Yeah, that's not on them.
No, that's not.
We decide to do
Yeah.
this.
This is the career we decided
Yeah,
upon.
this is what we've chosen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So anyway, let's get into the trailers.
Yeah, Pet Sematary.
Yeah, new Pet Sematary movie. I guess you call it a remake. It's just a new adaptation.
Yeah, it's always hard with these.
Right.
I was just talking to my sister about this on the phone, and like, I've said it before. All Stephen King adaptations of like the 90s movies or whatever, I'm all for. Like, I like a lot of the 90s Stephen King movies, but it's originally books, and they are kind of silly movies at times. So like, if a new filmmaker wants to give it a shot, like, fucking why
Sure.
not?
Who cares?
And in this case, it's the directors of Starry Eyes. So
If you haven't seen Starry Eyes, what a film.
yeah, it makes me happy about this. It makes me hopeful.
It's it looks good.
Yeah. I think the only like bad sign is the fact that what's his name? Jason Clarke, is that his name?
Yeah.
Is he in it? He's in it because he does not pick good movies normally.
He's all over the place.
Yeah, but he doesn't seem to have
Like
great
he's
taste.
in good stuff like Zero Dark 30
Right.
and Chappaquiddick, and then he's also in Winchester and the Terminator movie.
And the Terminator movies.
So he's kind of all over the map.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I take it back. I guess he can do good stuff. He's like Christian Bale, where if you look
Yeah.
at Christian Bale's history, it's some really crazy shit.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. Denzel is really like that too.
Oh yeah,
Denzel's like, oh yeah, but then you look at his filmography, he's like, wow, he's in some wild shit.
Heart Condition.
Yeah. Yeah. Fallen.
Oh, I think Fallen's great. I will defend Fallen.
But yeah, and you got John Lithgow running around in there.
It works.
In the Herman Munster role.
Yeah, he gets
the
the
original.
"dead is better" line, I assume.
Yeah, he says it in the trailer.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, right. They're really riding that "dead is better."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks fun.
Yeah.
It looks like they're going to do more flashback stuff of like the history because they show all the kids in masks.
Yeah. And some shots of the guy that buried his son there, and
right
with the zombie guy coming back.
It just looks like it's gonna be a little more scary, I guess.
Yeah, it's an interesting because the movie, the original film, is pretty good in terms of being a faithful adaptation, but parts of it that should be scary are weirdly not.
Yeah.
Primarily the ghost that the doctor keeps seeing.
Yeah. It's still kind of freaky, like when the kid comes back and...
Oh, yeah. But like the cat in this new one looks way freakier.
Yeah.
Like the cat looks mangy and like half of its eye is fucked up. Like,
yeah.
The cat looks insane.
I hope Stephen King returns as the priest.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be in here somewhere.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I don't know. Maybe not.
He hasn't been cameoing.
He hasn't been Stan Lee-ing it.
Yeah, he used to.
I think his last cameo might have been in the Shining TV version.
Right, which he I think he directed that. Did he direct it?
No,
I know
it was Mick Garris.
Okay, he produced it though.
Yeah.
He was big into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That wasn't very good. I don't.
There are parts of it that I like.
Yeah, I guess Sam Raimi does a cameo in it. I couldn't find it.
I think so. He's in like the big band scene.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's parts of that remake that I enjoy, but
yeah,
it's like the Kubrick film and Shining the novel exist in two completely different areas for me. They're not the same thing.
I really like the novel, but if I was adapting it, I would also. I can't say I will do what Kubrick would do, but I would know to we got to trim some stuff. We gotta change some stuff around here.
We gotta change some stuff around here. Yeah, because that TV version is not scary.
No. The kid they got was I wanted to kill him.
What a mess that kid was. That kid is distracting.
Yeah, he is. I do like the mallet better than the axe, though.
Yeah, there's something gnarlier about the mallet.
Yeah, it takes more time.
Yeah. Anywho, the Pet Sematary remake looks pretty good.
Yeah,
looks pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, see Starry Eyes if you haven't.
Yeah,
and then you'll be more pumped for Pet Sematary.
Don't see Starry Eyes if you're in a great mood. Don't end your day with that.
I guess not.
Don't end your day with Starry Eyes.
I really liked Starry Eyes.
Actually,
I felt pretty good after.
Yeah. Maybe let me switch.
It's no Megan is missing.
It's along the lines of Megan is missing.
Sure, but I wasn't as bummed. I don't know.
That's true. You kind of have to be in the best mood ever to watch Starry Eyes. Because if you're having kind of a terrible day and not feeling great about life, maybe don't end your day watching Starry Eyes. Yeah, should be good. Little bum that John Lithgow's not doing the dad is better.
Yeah.
A lot of history down that road.
I think that would have been too...
That would have been too much. Yeah.
That'd been great if they just got Trey Parker and old man makeup to do the role.
Yeah.
No, I mean...
Ground tone saw.
I think the John Lithgow's voice is a good substitute because it's still a weird fucking voice.
Right, he does have a strange voice.
Yeah.
He's like a dude that can't decide if he's British.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
John Lithgow.
What a great man.
Yeah, he is truly a great man.
Yeah.
What's the next trailer?
The next trailer is The Christmas Chronicles.
Okay.
Starring Kurt Russell as Santa Claus. A gritty Santa Claus. This is a gritty Santa Claus
Not
reboot.
Looking at the camera and being like, I bet you thought you knew Santa Claus.
Yeah. This
movie looks insane.
Yeah.
And I can tell why it's a direct-to-Netflix release.
Right. It's the director of the Angry Birds movie. He's done nothing else. I really want to be excited for this, but I have a sneaking suspicion it's just not that great.
Oh, it looks terrible.
Yeah. It looks like the Santa Claus, like that.
It looks like a mix between... Well, it looks like every Santa Claus movie they made in the 80s.
Yeah.
Like Santa Claus, the movie with Dudley Moore, and Ernest Saves Christmas.
Right.
Where they really delve into the mythology of Santa.
Yeah.
And, there's this... You have to there's this huge threat that Santa has to overcome, and I don't know, it seems very out of time.
Yeah,
this movie.
Yeah, well, it feels like early 2000s to me or something.
Man, it feels way earlier
Really?
to me. This feels like Supergirl, the movie,
Yeah.
to me.
It's
it
weird
feels like early 80s.
to make. All right, what
But not in a
makes
good
a
way.
classic Christmas film? Because I was thinking about this. Is one thing that doesn't tend to is the story of Santa and the mythology.
Right. That's
Rudolph is like the one. The stop motion one.
I think that's a classic more because there were like 3 Christmas things
Right.
and they just aired them every fucking year for 50
that's
years.
True.
So it's like you got that and you got The Grinch and
Christmas
you got a Charlie
Story.
Brown Christmas. Yeah, Christmas Story comes a little later, but yeah.
Although I think that
I think
became its own. That and like It's a Wonderful Life. Like the ones that are like telling like a personal story or like trying to say something like emotional, not the ones that are like watch Santa fly around and do action stuff.
Yeah,
and it's like,
well, I mean, there's a couple of exceptions to it, but so I think one of the bigger things that makes a Christmas classic is it has to be a comedy.
Okay.
Because like you got A Christmas Story, you got Santa Claus, which is about Santa,
Right.
but that's like a classic, I guess, is people still watch that one and talk about it.
Yeah.
Elf.
Yeah, Elf. Elf is one that my sister always wants to watch every year.
Yeah.
I usually do Die Hard because that's also a
Sure.
classic. Krampus would be a good Christmas movie, but like again, it's hard. You're right. They have to, because the whole point of watching a movie with family at Christmas is to feel good because
Right.
you're all arguing and you all hate
Right.
each other,
Yeah,
so you need some sort of time out.
Right. If you don't watch Gremlins on Christmas, arguably you're not going to watch Krampus. On
Yes.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Although those are both technically Christmas movies.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
I got to watch Krampus again.
So I think I think their technique is just to shotgun out as many Christmas movies
and
as
Christmas
possible.
Vacation.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I think the main thing is it has to be a comedy.
Right, which just technically is.
So it looks like that's what it's trying to be.
Yeah.
I mean, why else would you get Kurt Russell just in full-on
Yeah.
R.J. McCready hair and beard?
It's such a shame because Kurt Russell as Santa is a great idea.
I mean, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, I just wish this was like a John Carpenter film.
Oh man, can you imagine?
Oh, John Carpenter doing a Santa Claus film.
Oh, with Kurt Russell as Santa. Holy shit.
That's the movie this should be.
Yeah, that's what this should be.
This feels like a waste of a Santa Kurt Russell.
Yeah, it kind of does. Like, because he's interacting with these 2 kids who seem a little too old to be trying to help Santa save Christmas. Like, one of them's a full-on teenager.
Right. I think that might be part of it.
Maybe.
I think that's like
because they're not believing in Santa anymore or some shit.
Which, of course, I think at Cracked we talked about this many times, is the premise of a world that doesn't believe in Santa, but Santa does exist, is insane, because it means that adults are just finding gifts under their trees every year,
I think,
and just assuming that they bought them or something. Or is Santa implanting memories?
he might be implanting memories. I think that's the conclusion we arrived at.
If that's the case, then why is Santa... Why would he be upset that people don't believe in him? Because there's always this like you have to believe in Santa and like like
I think that's what makes his magic work.
Okay,
like that's the source of his power.
He feels like there was like a curse on him.
He's definitely like a thought vampire.
Yeah,
like he leeches onto minds. He haunts minds.
Yes.
So
right. He's like the Babadook. Like
yeah. As long as you believe in him, he will show up to your house and deliver presents, and he will, if you're an adult and you continue to believe in Santa, or actually no, if you're an adult but your children believe in Santa, he'll implant the memory, Men in Black style, of you getting those presents for your kids.
It's very
and
weird.
He'll also take the money from your bank account.
Right. Oh, that's what's going on.
Yeah.
It's a racket.
It is a racket.
I bet, he takes a little more every time. He skims just a bit more than it costs.
Inflation!
Well, that's the thing. He has the elves making it for him. Mm-hmm. And so...
He's got to earn a percentage, man. He can't...
I mean, maybe it's real cheap. It's cheap labor. So the elf makes the PlayStation for cheap.
Yeah.
He brings it there, and he takes the money out.
Right.
And it's all profit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how he runs his operation, man. Otherwise, Santa's got no income.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the heating bill alone.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. Jesus.
Benefits for all those elves? No, never mind. He doesn't pay those.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't give them
We do get some CGI elves in this.
Yeah, that was inevitable. That was one where I was like, oh, right, yeah, don't get actors. You can just get little fucking minions.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Kurt Russell scream at them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can just see now Kurt Russell screaming at a bunch of tennis balls on sticks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So, yeah, this madness.
Yeah, everybody will see it.
Assume it'll be streaming on Netflix soon. Just in time for the holiday season.
Everybody will watch at least 20 minutes of this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, the next one is called The Best of Enemies.
This looks pretty good.
Yeah, this is part of Sam Rockwell's new decision to play racist.
He's just going to be racist.
Yeah.
He's real good at it.
He is real good at it.
When Sam Rockwell speaks, he sounds like a racist.
Yeah, that's the thing. It didn't occur to me, but like he kind of looks like a racist dude, and I never thought of him that way until he started playing racist.
Until he started getting awards for playing racists.
Yeah. So this is about based on a true story apparently, and it's about
it's Atwater. I forget her first name.
Oh yeah.
But Taraji P. Henson plays her in this. It's trying to get schools integrated.
Yeah. And Sam Rockwell plays the leader of the KKK.
President of the Klan.
Yeah. And like he gets a change of heart.
It seems
apparently.
like it, yeah.
I'm glad they didn't, because the one thing that made me nervous was like, they're not going to make racists seem like nice, are they? They show that they're violent in this, and I was like, okay, good. Because that was my one worry. It was like, is the KKK going to be like seen as like, oh, we're just a peaceful group that have opposing views?
Oh,
no, they showed them being the KKK.
That would be irresponsible.
Right, exactly. And I assumed it wasn't going to be that.
I'm sure these actors wouldn't have signed up
exactly.
for this movie.
It was just the start of the trailer was making it seem that
a little
way.
bit, yeah.
And then they show
and
the
they
opposite.
Fucking shoot guns into a house and firebomb shit because that's what they did.
This is going to be a hell of a film.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, I think so. I'm excited for it.
Yeah. I need to read more about the real life.
It's probably a good idea.
The real life history, the story behind it.
I mean, but that's why they make these movies, so you don't have to read.
Well,
that's why. That's why
anytime a movie comes out where it's based on an important true event and it's something that I'm aware of, but I don't know that much about, it always provokes me to go.
I mean, that is what they want you to actually do.
If that's what they really want me to do, then mission accomplished.
Yeah,
because I'm gonna go read about this shit.
Damn right.
Yeah. It's there's not
much
else to say about it.
Well, it's just it looks like a good movie.
Yeah,
Who's making it?
Movie? I don't know.
Sorry, everybody. I want to look.
Hold.
I want to look. We don't have to hold. If we just stretch. If we just keep
stretch.
Talking.
If we just really, really milk this time.
What's it called? Best of Enemies?
It's called Best of Enemies.
Best of Enemies.
Yeah.
Well, Robin Bissell?
Don't know.
Produced Pleasantville. Oh, this is their first movie. Okay. Well, that was anticlimactic.
Well, Pleasantville
It's the executive producer of Seabiscuit, The Hunger Games, and Pleasantville.
Okay.
So, sure. I mean, fuck it.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah. Yeah, should be fun.
Yeah, no, it looks good.
All right. Should we move on?
Yeah.
It is Making a Murderer Part 2 is our next trailer.
I never finished Part 1.
Oh, okay. I finished Part 1. This feels irresponsible.
It does. Really does.
Because we figured out, there were articles and shit about it. They left shit out of the first one.
Yeah.
This is no Jinx. And I feel like this suffers from the problem that the Jinx created, which is that suddenly we decided, we had this... after the Jinx, we just expect all true crime to end really dramatically. At least I do in my head.
Mm-hmm.
The Jinx is a fucking unicorn. We're never seeing something like that again.
No.
But this and Evil Genius and stuff where it's it doesn't. Evil Genius just sort of told the story,
right? I think Evil Genius was better because it was a completed story, pretty much by the time they told it.
I feel like they had hoped something else because it's 4 episodes and they're just 45 minutes long, and it feels like they were really hoping to get 10 episodes or something, and then once they laid it all out, they're no, it's pretty straightforward. It's just this.
Well, and then the lady dies.
Oh, right, yeah.
So, like...
Right, yeah, that's...
They were like, well, shit, everybody's dead.
Yeah, but this trailer seems like they're just really milking it. It's a documentary about their documentary.
Yeah, it's a documentary about what a phenomenon their documentary was.
Yeah, and it's like, oh my God, you need to stop.
Yeah, you guys really need to fucking stop it.
Yeah.
Like, I agree that it certainly appears that teenage kid was coerced into giving a testimony.
Yes.
Like, absolutely. But
also pretty sure that guy did it.
Yeah, he almost certainly murdered that lady.
Yeah.
Like the stuff. I didn't finish watching it, but I did. It was partially because I was reading all the stuff about like the critiques of it being like they're leaving out a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and
like,
it's sort of one of those things where like they gave no alternative theories.
No.
Which of course would be really irresponsible to do.
Right. Yeah.
But they clearly had no idea what had happened to her.
No.
And it's like, yeah, it makes the most sense that this man killed her. Like,
yeah.
And
I mean, there's strong evidence against him.
Right, and they left out shit that made him look bad.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it just I don't trust these filmmakers.
No, not at all.
They shouldn't be making this sort of stuff. Like this like
is just exploitation.
I keep saying the government should step in and stop movies, but this is another one where I feel like this is like real. This should be like illegal. Like you shouldn't be able to make a documentary and just hide blatant evidence.
I mean, you can.
I know you can. It's fucked up.
What you can't do is what the most recent Jean-Benet Ramsey documentary did, where they come to the conclusion, like, they're like, it was her brother.
Oh, yeah, no, you can't do that.
And he was like,
He was like, excuse me, I sue you.
Yeah. Here's your lawsuit.
One lawsuit.
By the way, I was like 8.
Yeah.
Like,
what the fuck?
Fucking maniacs.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Looking forward to the eventual season of American Crime Story on Jean-Benet.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
Should be good.
Yeah, that's going to be a blast.
Should be some quality television.
But yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
they need to not do this.
They need to. I mean, I don't want to say the staircase is the same thing, because the staircase...
I didn't see the staircase.
It's good.
I heard it was an owl?
It might be. That's like a strong
I
theory.
gotta watch that. Because
it's a strong theory.
The fact that there's an owl on the table in the lineup.
An owl is on the table.
Yeah.
It's good, but it's hard to watch because it legitimately is very frustrating.
Right.
To watch. Because it's a case where it's like the opposite of Making a Murder, where there really isn't a lot of evidence, and this guy basically gets convicted for being bisexual.
Oh God!
And it's real. It's like
all this true crime
you
shit.
want to like smack all the prosecutors, but one of the prosecutors in the staircase is Nifong, who was the guy that was disbarred over the Duke lacrosse thing in the early 2000s. You remember that?
No.
When the lacrosse team was accused of rape by this woman. And in one of the very rare instances of this happening, it turned out to be completely fabricated.
Right.
But Nifong was the district attorney, and he pushed it through aggressively because he was up for re-election.
Oh, man.
And when the whole case fell apart, and they found out that he had like ignored a lot of things and like kind of knew his case was shit, but pushed it aggressively anyway, like he wound up getting disbarred.
Right.
Like,
see, I guess this is the thing with true crime, is that it needs to make like I know that other people are going to disagree with me because people love true crime.
Yeah, so do
For
I.
me, I don't like any true crime ends with like, anyway, there's nothing you can do about this, or like, anyway, it's over, this person's dead. Like the Jinx, that was part of what made the Jinx good, is just like, this motherfucker is like
keeps getting away with
it. We needed that. But when it's like Making a Murder is a good example just because it's exploiting them, or sounds like the staircase is just like, doesn't this suck? Is there any actionable thing you can do? Or like the ones about the kids in Texas, the Satanist metal kids?
Oh, the West Memphis 3.
Yeah, what was the fucking name of that documentary?
I forget.
That was a horrifying one. Because it was like, I remember that one where there was the dad, and it was like very clear that he probably was the murderer. Like he was a fucking maniac.
Yeah, like it's better when these, and I think Making a Murderer started out along those lines, because
Their heart was in the right place.
Yeah, or like Serial, where it's like you're looking at a thing and there's, in retrospect, you can see, okay, there's been a clear miscarriage of justice here.
Right.
Or like there's some other narrative you discover.
Yeah, I guess it is actually. If anybody's pointing out some sort of injustice that happened, even if there's nothing we can do about it, it is good to know about it.
Well, yeah. And I think, I mean, the point of these things is if you can come up with enough compelling evidence, you can attract the attention of people who can actually do something about it. But like in the case of Making a Murderer, it seems like they wanted to do that and they kept finding stuff that was like, no, he probably didn't.
Yeah, and then they were like leaving that out.
Yeah, like, well, we can't have that for a documentary.
Yeah.
Like,
they don't, that's the thing is, I guess that's definitely a documentary series, is that there's a need for drama. Because that was the same with the Jinx. I know the Jinx things were like slightly out of order and stuff to just be more dramatic.
Yeah.
And so it's a dangerous thing to do, to make, when there's fucking people's lives at stake and like
irresponsible.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Especially if, you're really stretching shit.
Yeah. So fuck this?
Yeah, I think fuck this. Yeah, I'm not going to see it.
Fucking fuck this. This is gross.
This is gross. Next one is
Mortal Engines.
Yeah, this is the first show that made me think it might be okay, but I'm still kind of leaning on the side of this might be a disaster.
Oh, it's probably going to be a disaster. The idea of it looks cool. Like the idea of a big moving city and it could just crawl across the country or the sea. And Hugo Weaving with long flowing hair.
This is the same I felt about Jupiter Ascending, as I think we should absolutely praise filmmakers for coming up with original shit. That said, if it's bad, we have to also accept that. But this is based off a book, right?
Based on a book.
But it still like feels like it's not a Star Wars. It's not, and definitely Peter Jackson. I think he wants to be a new George Lucas because he's not directing these.
No,
no.
He's producing it.
I think he's trying to Lucas us, and that's fine. He's going to be like fantasy Lucas.
Sure.
Which Lucas tried to be with Willow. But like, I just hope he doesn't. Yeah, I hope he doesn't like literally Lucas.
Because they wouldn't let Lucas make Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Yes.
It's like, I'll show you. I'll make my own.
It was a smart one.
Just as good.
Just as good.
Got Kevin Pollak in it.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. I don't know about Hugo Weaving as the star of anything.
Oh, I wouldn't call him. He's the villain.
Oh, is he the villain?
Yeah, he's the villain.
Oh, never mind. I misread that, apparently.
No, the girl is the star.
Oh, yeah.
And Hugo Weaving kills her mother. Man,
I was checked out of this trailer.
You really weren't paying attention to some of these trailers, man.
No, I mean specifically this one.
Yeah, no, he kills her mom at the beginning. She has to run away, and now he like needs her because she has some artifact. He sends some fucking boggins after them, like some kind of monster.
Yeah, there's monsters in this.
There's a monster in it. There's like sky pirates, and the moving city looks really cool.
It
really
looks
does.
great. It's the same vibe I got off of the Venom Tros, whereas like this all looks great. But like, there's something off, and that's the same with this one. Is just like it feels like there's like something, there's something wrong.
I think the thing with fantasy is you have to do it in earnest.
Yeah,
you can't.
It looks earnest.
Yeah, I think so. There weren't any moments of like weird forced humor.
Yeah,
which is good. I'm not saying fantasy has to be humorless, but like look at Lord of the Rings. There's jokes in Lord of the Rings, but it's never like jarring.
No, they're jokes that exist in that universe.
Within the universe,
it's stuff that those characters find funny, not them breaking the fourth wall.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm glad he did the Hobbits already, because I feel like if Peter Jackson were to Lucas, that would be his prequels. He would do like Lucas made the Star Wars, and then he desperately tried to make something that wasn't Star Wars, and eventually was like, okay, here's more Star Wars. And so I'm scared that Peter Jackson will go that same route. And like,
this doesn't feel super well, except for the scene where somebody literally hands somebody else a powerful magical artifact and says, keep it safe.
Well, this is his phase. No, this is his phase of trying to do something else.
I gotcha.
Yeah. Like he's he's not directing it, but like
this is his Howard the Duck.
Yes. This is his Howard the Duck.
Cool.
he really needs to go back, not go back, but I would love to see him do another horror.
Do another horror movie, yeah.
With like, because he could do like a grotesque horror movie, but he has the ability to get like anybody he wants for it.
Yeah, like I loved so much that after the Spider-Man, Sam Raimi was like, I'm gonna do drag me.
Yeah, I want to see like, I want to see like Bad Taste 2 starring Ian McKellen. Like, I want him to pull some strings.
Yeah.
And like do something really fucking
Get
weird.
like a wild cast for the Frighteners too.
Yeah. It was already kind of a wild cast for the Frighteners.
It is pretty insane, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I'll watch this. I don't know.
I'm not opposed to it.
I'm not opposed. I feel nothing either way.
Like nothing about the trailer like turned me off, but nothing really was like, oh, I gotta see that.
It's kind of like Battle Angel, where it's like, this looks neat.
Where it looks cool. That's the Rodriguez one, right?
Yeah, and Cameron producing. Which again, it's like, this is something that is a different property than just a Star Wars or a Jurassic Park.
Yeah, Battle Angel excites me more, just the idea of it, the idea of Robert Rodriguez doing a sci-fi action movie. That's got me more excited than what I actually saw in the trailer.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The trailer it's
fine.
It was kind of derivative. Like
I mean, we're getting more and more to the point where it's since all trailers are factory engineered to look the same, it's kind of hard.
It is hard. Also, just as humanity gets older, all the ideas will have been done.
Yeah.
We have to start thinking of some really fucked up weird shit.
Some fucking wild.
That's what Mortal Engines is like. I don't know. What if cities can walk?
Sure, man. I don't know.
They got crab legs.
Give him crab legs.
Yeah.
Give Hugo Weaving a Frankenstein that he can send after people. I don't know.
They're just pulling words out of a hat.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I guess Hugo Weaving will be in it.
It's the Gremlins 2 sketch from Key and Peele.
Right.
You just said a bunch of words and then the word gremlin.
Oh,
you are a madman.
What a great fucking sketch.
My favorite part of it is when not my favorite part, but I love the fact that when he leaves, he goes like, all right, see you guys there. I got to put some cowboys in Back to the Future.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
I got to watch that sketch again. Anyway. So this final one, this feels like it should be a bigger deal. Like this just like was a Comic-Con trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I heard about this years ago that they were making a movie of this, and like I was excited, and I haven't even like read the book.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh shit, that's got to be a fucking great. The Good Omens trailer is out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a book by Terry Pratchett and fucking Neil Gaiman. That they've been talking about for ages, adapting.
Yeah, and it's going to be a mini series on Amazon.
Yeah, which I guess that works.
Sure.
Who's the guys?
Michael Sheen.
Right?
David Tennant.
Yeah, it's about what the Antichrist and like it's idea
about like an angel and a demon who've been sort of friends for all of time,
and they're trying to stop the
apocalypse. Yeah.
The cast sounds great. Frances McDormand is the voice of God.
Solid.
John Hamm plays the Archangel Gabriel, which sure.
Also solid.
And then I saw Nick Offerman and Michael McKean in the cast as well.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's a bunch I'm leaving out.
There's probably going to be some cool cameos and stuff.
Yeah. So this I don't know. The trailer looks fun. It's very British.
It's very British.
Yeah, as it should be.
Yeah. It reminds me a lot of like not at World's End. The fucking
what?
The Simon Pegg one, the Edgar Wright one.
The Edgar Wright one.
At World's End. Robots.
With the robots. Isn't that At World's End?
That's the Pirates of the Caribbean sequel. It's very close to that.
Oh shit! Everybody, hold on while we think of this.
Everybody is screaming at us.
Yeah. All right. There was the End of the World. This is the end. That's the other comedy.
Yeah.
Oh, why? What the fuck? What's going on? My brain.
I know this is dumb. Like,
I need to drill my brain.
This movie is. What the hell? The World's End.
The World's End. Okay, so it was.
Yeah.
We had it. Yeah, it reminds me of that.
It looks very similar in tone.
Yeah, and like Hitchhiker's Guide, obviously.
Yeah.
which that was another one I remember like years and years in the making of people talking about it.
Oh yeah.
I didn't mind that when that came out. That's one where it's like so much hype around something where it's like it can never be perfect. But this feels pretty perfect to me. This feels like great casting.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah. The director who's doing like the series, he did like random episodes of things like Sherlock and stuff, like British television.
All right. That checks out. I think those are the proper credentials to have.
Yeah.
Yay!
So yeah, good Omens.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Good Omens.
That's it for trailers.
Yeah, let's move on to some stories.
All right. Well, we're finally getting a standalone Black Widow movie, and they're paying Scarlett Johansson $15 million, which is good because that's as much as like Chris Evans got for Infinity Wars.
Yeah.
So they're right away like, yeah, we're gonna give you.
Well, I mean, she's been in
exactly
fucking all of these movies.
I guess it's like I have such low, like the bar is so low that I'm like, oh, good, they're paying her properly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's about time. I don't think we have any details beyond that.
No, I think it's just been announced.
Yeah, this is, I think, an exclusive from The Hollywood Reporter.
Yeah, they also, right before we started recording, announced that Ryan Coogler is officially signed on for Black Panther 2.
Oh, good.
Which I assume...
Yeah, that's not a surprise. Oh, you know what's not on this list that we should also talk about?
What's that?
Is fucking James Gunn.
Oh, yeah, James Gunn is going to do Suicide Squad 2, which might be a reboot of Suicide Squad.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not?
Sure, who gives a shit?
Oh my God, DC.
They just don't know. They don't know what to do.
This is the smartest thing they've done in a while, where they're just like, oh, James Gunn is free. Let's grab him.
Oh yeah,
give him whatever we have next.
The guy we were ripping off when we made Suicide Squad.
Let's get the actual guy. I can see James Gunn coming in and be like, okay, I'll do this, but I want to start over. And then I'm just like, oh, sure, fine, whatever.
Right, and I want Batista as Killer Croc.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Like Batista tweeted so fast that he knocked over his lunchbox collection trying to get to Twitter, being like, where do I sign up? Like, yeah,
that's
please
great.
get Batista in Suicide Squad.
James Gunn loyalty.
Yeah, man.
You went to that premiere we went to, right? The premiere of the Balco. Did you go to the Balco? Yeah, we saw him.
We saw James Gunn.
Yeah,
Batista.
we were not Batista. We were like, I could touch him. I could have touched his spiky hair.
Tony Goldwyn.
Yeah,
we were within touching distance of Tony Goldwyn.
Should have touched his hair.
Rooker wasn't there though.
No, Rooker wasn't there.
No Rooker.
Oh yeah, it's all coming back to me. I remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. This should be fun.
Sure.
DC is really.
They really don't know what the hell they're doing. They really don't know. They don't know what to do.
It's like a character in a comedy trying to fix a vase, and it just gets worse and worse.
It's a farce.
Yeah, like, it's just Scotch tape and glue, and they don't know what they're doing. And I'm sure we'll in all of this mess, we can sift through and find some really
There's
fun
gonna be
movies.
some good stuff. Yeah.
The Joaquin Phoenix Joker, I don't know why, but I'm like, I think that might be good.
It might be. The idea of it is completely insane.
Yeah.
So,
man,
they just have no clue.
I imagine you go into DC offices and it's just nobody's around. There's a couple trash can fires.
Mm-hmm.
It's just utter chaos.
Yeah. It looks like when they go to Outworld.
It's the Balco experiment. Yeah.
People running around in rags. Random crucified giants.
Right. The next story we have on here.
Rambo 5, Last Blood.
What are they doing?
I don't know.
Last Blood. All right, that's fair.
Sure, man. I mean, kind of leave it alone. Rambo 4 was pretty perfect.
I think they probably someone thought up the name Last Blood, and they're like, okay, let's make another.
Do it now. I mean, I unironically loved Rambo 4 so much.
Well, this is the problem: is that they make these movies and they make a perfect finisher, and then they're just like, and everybody responds because they did a good job. And they're like, "Oh, you liked? Let's do some more." And it's like, no, but we like it because you're not doing more.
But the Rambo, I think it was just called Rambo, right?
I think so.
That came out 10 years ago already.
Wow.
More than, I think. I think it might have even been 2007.
I haven't seen it in a very long time. I'll have to see it again.
It's pretty sweet. It's 30 minutes of exposition and then just an hour of Stallone killing everyone in Malaysia, excellent. I think. Or no, they're in Burma.
But yeah, these people, They're very old, and yet
including
they
one
do
man
not stop.
who he tears his throat out with his bare hands.
That's great.
It's an incredible film.
Yeah.
He starts chopping people apart with a boat propeller. It's an incredible movie.
Oh, that's great.
So sure, if they can somehow replicate that, but I mean, Stallone hasn't aged in reverse.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
he's looking his age.
Yeah, he sure is.
See him in the Creed 2 trailer, like, Stallone's old.
Yeah, he's gonna be running people down with a wheelchair.
Yeah, he's gonna be on a Segway.
Yeah.
Motorized scooter.
They should. Someone should make an old person action movie that really leans into it, and it's just a parody, where it is just like him beating people with a cane and like a walker.
Yeah.
Why not? Like an action movie dragging
a dialysis machine.
In a retirement home.
Sure.
Like, well, Bubba Hotep.
Bubba Hotep had elements of that. There are parts of Red that do that.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, I want to see like John Wick.
Right.
But like way too old.
Way too old.
Yeah. Get it done.
Netflix ordered a 10-episode Wu-Tang Clan series. Scripted series. It's going to be about the band, like how their story and shit.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I read the what was it called? It's like the Wu-Tang Manual or something.
Mm-hmm.
It was Rizzo had written a book on Wu-Tang, and it was great. It was all like he went through all the lyrics and like told it like talked about what every lyric meant.
Oh, that's
there's
cool.
like a Wu-Tang like dictionary in it. And he talked about the idea
and everything.
Right. He talked about the original idea of Wu-Tang. It was very much a very like capitalist movement where he was like, I want us all to start something together and we get big and then we split up. It was he compared it to like ninjas, that idea of like, because that's the whole Wu-Tang thing where they all just go off and do their own thing and they're all just like building this reputation and an empire together. It was a group of friends who were like, let's rule the world, let's build an empire. And they started with Wu-Tang.
So he made the Marvel universe.
Exactly. So yeah,
let's do the Avengers and then we can all go off and do our thing.
Yeah, RZA is like extremely business oriented with this shit. So like this is definitely what this is. The fact that he said was it?
The Wooniverse.
Wooniverse. Like, yeah, this is. He's been watching Marvel, and he's just like, we gotta become a part of this.
This is what we did.
Yeah,
we should go back and do this again.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
I don't know if they got their album.
I'm
back
all
from,
for it.
From what's his name?
Did they?
It
got taken away, right?
There's one of the assets that got
I feel like
seized.
the government owns it now.
The government has that Wu-Tang
How
album.
great does it feel to not remember his name?
Yeah, I had to really search for it. Unfortunately, I landed on it quicker than I did The World's End, which is a shame. But it does delight me to know that his $1 million Wu-Tang album is sitting in a crate next to the Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah, that's where it belongs.
Where it belongs.
That John Malkovich film that won't be seen in 100 years.
Won't be seen for 100 years. That's right.
Oh my god.
So yeah, there's going to be I guess a miniseries. I don't know if it's going to be ongoing.
We haven't discussed this, but like, yeah, Netflix is on here a bunch because Netflix continues to make crazy fucking decisions,
throwing hats of money at everyone.
Yeah, but this was a good decision.
Yeah,
I think
the Tupac one didn't do so well, but like Straight Outta Compton was a big one. So it's like
Wu-Tang does have again, having read that book, like there's a lot there.
Yeah.
The biggest thing I recall is RZA talking about Old Dirty Bastard and how he once saw a man go up to him and point a shotgun at him, and ODB just snatched the shotgun from him and pointed it back like a fucking Terminator.
Oh, I hope that's in the show. Yeah. Give me that.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Oh, so good.
Oh man.
So final.
Yeah, they're making a Playmobil movie.
That could be a lot of things. That's them seeing the Lego movie and being like, get me fucking Hollywood on the phone.
If you don't know, Playmobil's like the weird. Well, Lego is European too.
Yeah, Playmobil's like the weird little stout figures that sort of like plug into things, but it's not like Legos.
Right, they're pre-made.
Yeah, I don't think they have a lot to say. Like Lego had a lot to say about creativity because the whole thing is you build your own world.
You build your own
Playmobil, shit. I think this is just going to be a real
Yeah.
A real
It's
depressing.
going to be a real bummer.
endeavor,
It's going to be
yeah.
a real Angry Birds.
Yeah, this is going to be an emoji movie.
They got Daniel Radcliffe in it, though.
Oh, no.
And Megan Trainor.
I mean, at this point, Daniel Radcliffe, he does two types of movies, like insane indie films and Now You See Me Too.
Right.
Yeah. So, like, he's doing good for a child actor.
Sure.
But, like, he clearly...
He's probably having a blast.
Yeah,
being
he
Daniel
clearly doesn't
Radcliffe.
give a shit.
Yeah. He's like, whatever, I'm Harry Potter.
Yeah, he's like, I can do anything I want.
My legacy is secure.
Yeah.
Like, I can do literally anything.
Yeah. He could just stop working forever.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's sort of my favorite type of actor, is the ones who they're just like, they have nothing to lose. They have nothing to gain. We're just going to see honesty out of them. Well, sort of.
Sort of.
An amount of honesty. It's just them liking more money and, I don't know, just doing whatever the fuck they want. It's great.
Yeah. So, good job, Daniel Radcliffe.
Radcliffe's
for being in the Playmobil movie.
Everybody see that. Fuck it.
Yeah. Who gives a shit, right?
Yeah.
It's probably going to be like a Netflix movie or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, man.
So,
Dave,
okay.
you did something a little different this week.
Yeah, I don't know if I should regularly do this. This was one that this is our movies that deserve more hype. And I maybe I'm living under a rock. I doubt it. So I think because the trailer for this has less than 1 million, I will propose that we maybe stop recording so you can watch the trailer.
Okay.
But I'll tell you what I want to tell you right now. This is called Apostle. It comes out when this podcast airs tomorrow for us.
Okay.
Friday on Netflix. And it is directed by Gareth Evans, the director of The Raid. And it is a horror movie.
Oh no.
Yes. This snuck up on me. This is
Gareth Hugh Evans, right? Because
yeah. He's credited as just as Gareth Edward.
I get him and the Godzilla guy.
Yeah, it's who's the Godzilla guy? Gareth,
guy who did Monsters.
It's a Gareth. Yeah, he did Rogue One. No, I thought it was him as well. This is Gareth Evans.
Mm-hmm.
The reviews in this are insane. The reviews, to quote The Guardian, what they say, going beyond surprising its audience with mere twists, instead shaking its own constructed reality off its axis. A full shift occurs not just in tone, with suspense boiling over into scalding insanity, but in the narrative mode, as the established set of unspoken rules governing the universe get violently upended. That is a fucking description of this movie.
I bet, having not watched the trailer yet,
all right,
it's very similar to his bit in VHS 2.
Maybe it's about it. It seems to be about the devil. Should we stop so you can watch the trailer?
Maybe.
Yeah, I feel like you might want to.
All right. Ooh.
We're back.
So I've just watched the trailer for Apostle. Wow.
Yeah.
So this movie's going to be on Netflix tomorrow. Or today.
Today.
When you guys are hearing this.
When you're hearing this.
It's on Netflix right now.
Yeah. Again, trailer has less than 1 million views.
Good.
I've never heard anybody talking about it.
It's got Dan Stevens, got Michael Sheen. It's about this guy looking for his daughter or his sister.
I think sister.
And he goes to this, it's a period piece, it's old-timey and shit, and he goes to this village that's like
it's very Wicker Man.
It's very Wicker Man, the village from the village.
Yeah.
Like it's real. And Michael Sheen's this crazy preacher, and then all this weird fucking I can't even. Oh my god, this movie, you guys! It looks insane. If you've seen, like I said right before the break, it does seem thematically along the lines of Gareth Evans' segment in VHS 2. Yeah. It is not the same story at all, but it seems like it's going to be along those lines where he introduces you to the story and this world, and then halfway through, everything goes completely insane.
And
just flips.
The Guardian described the ending as an operatic hallucinatory climax that leaves our puny reason behind for a metaphysical nirvana.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck?
Fuck me right up, Apostle.
Yeah. So, yeah, fucking, if you've seen the Raid, the Raid sequel.
The Raid and the Raid 2.
Yeah. You know what we're dealing with here, or the VHS segment. It's the cult segment, right?
It's the cult segment, yeah.
If you remember that segment, you know what we're dealing with here, what madman we're dealing with. He wrote this. He wrote and directed.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Then I'm completely on board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I never heard of it until I was just browsing the internet today, and I was just like, what the fuck?
In my mind, this man can do no wrong, so
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see this film. I'm pumped he's done a full horror movie.
Yeah.
I really can't wait to watch this because his action stuff is so fucking good.
Yeah. And his VHS sequence was
The best in the movie, clearly.
It was very fucking, like, it's crazy, but it was kind of freaky too.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
It's the best one.
And this seems like it's him, like, yeah.
Yeah, he's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna do some horror. If
Yeah.
you guys have been wondering where's the Raid 3, it's because he was doing this movie.
Yeah, exactly. It's intense. Like, I have to, like, try to clear some time tomorrow. I guess we got time tomorrow individually
got
to
time.
watch this on our own.
Or we could do it later.
Yeah.
We could do it as a movie night. Well,
Oh, yeah.
we might want to be, I don't know.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's here. It's great.
It's great and wonderful.
Yeah.
Watch the trailer. It looks amazing.
Yeah. If you're into horror, I mean, it looks gory.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which, yeah, if you're into really gory fucking horror, that's probably a real mind fuck.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
The Satan is almost certainly involved.
Yeah.
At some point.
Satan's going to have a walk.
Doesn't make an appearance in the trailer, but
he'll be there.
There's some heavy winks in his direction.
I mean, the title, The Apostle, the T slowly turns upside down.
Yeah, from a crucifix into a,
Yeah.
You guys know, you've seen metal albums.
Yeah. I was going to say you've seen, like, The Omen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
That's
60-something on Metacritic. So
right. It's got a 78 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Not bad.
Yeah. I mean, that's about what I'd expect for something he does, where I'm sure it's very upsetting. I'm sure it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. Like, on Rotten Tomatoes, less than 100 for audiences saying they want to see it. Like, it seems like no one knows
about this movie.
Yeah, which is really weird. Like, it's got like 800,000 on YouTube, I think, which is a lot, but not enough.
You'd think, yeah.
And again, nobody's fucking mentioned this movie. Like, I've never heard about it.
Yeah, man.
I went on Twitter and looked, and it was just mostly people just posting websites posting their reviews of it. It's weird.
Interesting.
Like, I should have known about this coming.
Like,
here.
I have been like looking specifically for this director's next movie, and I somehow missed this.
Yeah. So yeah, Jesus Christ.
Watch Apostle.
Watch Apostle. Watch it right now. You have that ability.
Turn this off.
Yeah.
And watch Apostle, not The Apostle. That's a Robert Duvall movie.
Right. Yeah. Not to be confused with The Apostle.
Yeah. So that's a show.
Yeah. Thanks for
listening, you guys.
Yeah. Do we have anything to plug?
I mean, you got Best Bad Movie Ever on the Unpopular Opinion Podcast Network.
Yeah.
Thanks for continuing to listen to our stuff. If you want to head over to our Patreon and kick us a couple of bucks, you'll get some exclusive podcasts, including Tom and Jeff Watch Batman.
Yes.
And some new ones coming up very soon.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Pretty soon.
We got big things coming up.
Yeah. So go support us.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Our music is produced by Chris Corlew. You can follow him on Twitter at @thecorlew, Corlew, and find more music at shipwreckedsailor.bandcamp.com. Our artwork is produced by Justin Brown. You can follow him on Twitter at @JustinTBrown, and find more of his artwork at artnessbyjustinbrown.com and justinbrown.info. Hey everyone, this podcast is part of Story Mode, the podcast network of Gamefully Unemployed. You can support us and gain access to other great exclusive podcasts at patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. That's patreon.com/GAMEFULLY unemployed, which is spelled like it sounds.